Good morning, I'm PC Sergeant Al, and today I'm going to do a demo dash of Warlock Masters of the Arcane. I wasn't sure initially if I wanted to purchase this game or not, so I just played the death out of the demo, got 30 to 40 hours into it, and beat the demo in one sitting, because you can't save or reload. I've got that recorded and repeated up here and posting it up today, and I do a little bit of talking and reviewing about it. If you're curious about the game and don't know if you want to pick it up or not, go ahead and look through the first 5 or 6 episodes, or maybe the last one. I do a lot of talking, a lot of reviewing and analyzing the game there. In the middle, if you want the whole experience, you can watch the whole thing, but it gets a little bit dry and boring in the middle. Also, some exciting news in Paradox newsletter today. They have released the official patch that includes multiplayer in Warlock Masters of the Arcane, so I'm really excited and ramped up about that. Also, in the Paradox letter, they're talking about War of the Roses, which I'm really excited about. In particular, this Friday, the 27th of July, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, they're doing their first live tournament of War of the Roses with some very awesome internet personalities, Total Biscuit, Angry Joe, and C Nanners. I don't watch C Nanners, but the other two are quite awesome, and the first two, Total Biscuit and Angry Joe, are common household names in the Pry cast, and we follow them avidly. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm PC Sergeant Al, doing a demo dash of Warlock Masters of the Arcane. Let's play.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Memorial Day. This is PC Sergeant Al, and on the advice of Swordgoon, Spacegoon, as you might know him, I'm going to do a demo dash let's play of Warlock, Master of the Arcane. As you can see up here in the right-hand side is the Buy Now button. I only have the demo of the game, and my goal in this playthrough, and in my ramblings here, is to beat the game, actually achieve victory in the demo version within the number of turns allowed. Now, I have succeeded in doing this before, however, this is my 4th attempt to repeat that endeavor. Alright, I shut up while I was loading there because my frame rate seemed to really drop. So I had to quick pause and make sure things caught up. Hey, get over there. Oh, wrong button. So first, I would like to tell you a little bit about the game and its background. It's made by the same group of people who made Majesty, and it is a lot like Majesty in certain ways, mostly in more development areas, if you want to look at it that way, because it's like Majesty in that it is a very unique and original idea. This one's game isn't as unique and original as Majesty was, but it is still not that common today, at the moment at least. And in Majesty, and Majesty 2, the uniqueness was that it was a fantasy kingdom simulation. You were in charge of a kingdom, usually a very small kingdom, and you were the king, and you had different missions and objectives in order to meet out and reach. Excuse me a moment. I apologize for those interruptions. I'm doing the demo dash, of course, trying to get it in one sitting, one playthrough. So I'm going to try not to edit things out and things along those lines. However, that means that you will be occasionally mildly disturbed by my bodily functions, such as mucus. I create mucus. You create mucus as well, I'm sure. It's something we all do, so you'll just have to live with it. In some of my other, if I do other recordings, because that seems to be catching on here in the cast, I will probably be more professional about those and edit out bodily functions, unless I'm doing another demo dash or something with similar consequences. So, Majesty 2. It was interesting because you were in charge of the kingdom, but you were never in direct control of your units. Not even guardsmen and garrison units. You didn't have direct control over them either. And that made things very interesting. You could put bounties on different things, and that's how you influenced your troops. You put money on an objective, and then if your troops were loyal enough and the money good enough, they would attempt to complete that objective. If the enemy troops were disloyal enough, I guess you could say, or if your bounty was high enough, then they might be willing to do your missions and objectives as well. Excuse me. There, okay. Hopefully I can be free of this for a little while. What am I building here? Ah, Foundry is what I'm building here. So, you were in Majesty, you were able to control what buildings were built, and you could control which units to recruit. However, once they were recruited, you had no control over them other than putting those bounties up. Very interesting, very unique. I found it a very enjoyable game. However, it suffered from, I think, poor execution. And it was because of that, it was a good game, it made a good amount of money, but because of the poor execution, it was not a 9 or a 10, and it was not a game of the year, and it was not mainstream. In the same way, excuse me, how it sits right now, it is suffering from a little bit of poor execution here in Warlock, Master of the Arcane. And I think most of what it is, the points it's suffering at, could be fixed in patches. So it might be a very excellent game yet. It might approach a 9. However, at release time, with this demo version, it is not that good. Nope. And now, this game does take place in the same storyline of that one, where you are the lord of a kingdom in Ardania. This one still takes place, you are in Ardania. This is Ardania, so it's the same story, background, world, units, monsters, characters. In Majesty, there was this old wizard who was your advisor, and the guy that voiced that wizard, who still voices your, the guy that voiced that advisor, still voices your advisor in this game.